Hello and welcome to Gena Moon. This is your monthly tarot reading for this new month. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into your dominant energy. And you are starting with the dominant energy of the drum roll. And you have here the number 5, emotional loss. Okay, so here with the number 5, this is very similar to getting the 5 of Cups type of energy. In this particular image, however, there's a man there and he has his hands on his heart, right? So it's kind of like, there's something that he's emotionally attached to, but he's realizing that he has to let it go. For some, this emotional loss could possibly be some kind of sadness, some kind of heartbreak, some kind of energy there of pain perhaps that you are going through. Of course, remember, this reading can be you towards somebody or somebody here towards you. But emotional loss can be with regards to anything or any area of your life. It's not just related to love. Like, let's say, for example, you have some kind of an emotional attachment to an idea, to a project, to a job, right? To an environment. And you're kind of like feeling like, okay, well, something here is not working out. Something here is causing some kind of pain and sorrow. And there's that energy where needing to learn how to release it, right? This is kind of like reminding me this energy surrounding his heart, this man. It kind of reminds me of, like those shells, right? It's like a shell that you find in the middle of the ocean. And so there could be something here related to the ocean, to water, and to needing to kind of like, cleanse, because that type of energy brings in a lot of cleansing energy, okay? And since this energy is, coming from out of his heart and out to the, kind of like, the sky in a sense, I sense very strongly that this situation is something that you're needing to release. Whether releasing the pain, releasing the regret, releasing the sorrow. If this is not you, you're like, oh, I'm not feeling that way. It's somebody around you that might be regretting something, okay? Regretting something that they did to you and feeling the emotional loss of you or your presence in their lives as well. Of course, for those of you guys who this is you can relate to this, then you might be, kind of like in that energy of sadness. But as you can see here, the light is shining right behind him, right? In the 5 of Cups energy, in the tarot, the Rider-Waite tarot, there are 2 cups, right, behind him as kind of like a reminder of an opportunity. So there's still the light shining behind you, meaning you need to turn to the other way because there's a new door that is opening up for you. But right now you may be so focused on what happened, what is happening, the pain, the outcome, whether this is you or somebody around you, that you're not noticing that the light is being shed, right? It's like you're finding that the light is being shed at the end of the tunnel, but you may be unaware that that light is trying to take you to where you need to be as far as healing, okay? So let me know in the comments below what this is all pertaining to. Emotional loss. Is this you? Is this somebody around you? There's also the ocean behind him, which is, again, that representation of cleansing energy. And you have here the number 5, right? I know it's reversed, but the number 5 represents a lot of changes. You having to go through a lot of changes, whether you're changing a lot in your life right now, you are encountering a lot of changes. But this is saying, don't push those changes away. Sometimes changes bring about emotional loss. They bring about us feeling, uncomfortable, us feeling a little bit sad. These changes that need to happen in love, career, family related matters, right? Ideas, projects, with people, with friendships. But these changes are trying to bring something good towards you. Okay, so don't push these changes away. If you see the number 5, 555, 505, or just the number 5 itself, then that is a representation where, that it's reminding you, be flexible with these changes. Don't be stubborn and try to keep things the way that they are, because that's where the pain will still be created. You need to go through some kind of, positive changes, cleansing energy, healing energy, and that kind of thing. Okay. And also something very important may have happened on the 5th of this month. Okay, so that also you take it as a resonance. Let me know in the comments below how this energy resonates with you. What is going on? Do you feel like this is you going through this? Somebody around you? Okay, remember this energy could either be already happening or will be happening, right? Because this is a reading for the entire month. So don't get scared. That just means that there's something here that you're going to need to release. Okay, but it's going to take you to, you know, a different space in time. Okay, let's go ahead and now tune into the tarot. So I'm going to be using the Rider-Waite Tarot, and I will be taking a look at your past, present, and future positions. I will also be taking a look at who and what is coming towards you, what is in your challenge position, how to overcome that challenge, and what is in your opportunity. All right, let me know in the comments below, like I said, how this reading resonates with you. Are you enjoying my readings? Because for those of you guys who are new to the channel, I do have a message here that I delivered to my subscribers already. And for those of you guys who have already heard this message, please bear with me. I'm announcing this message to the newcomers. Okay, so I had been feeling very, you know, kind of a little bit down these past few days, the past week, because the views have been going down significantly. So I had been feeling very discouraged, okay? Now, I'm not typically a person to ask for help. It's not easy for me to ask for help, but I had been needing to announce the fact that I was considering leaving YouTube and going onto a different platform because I had seen a drop in views, a drop in likes, no comments, right? Very, very little comments. And so I had to announce that. And I'm so glad that I announced it to you guys, because little did I know that a lot of my current subscribers had actually been unsubscribed by YouTube. The YouTube algorithm has changed significantly. And so the way that it works is that, you know, now it picks up on whoever is commenting a lot on videos. Otherwise, they'll hide my videos. So I encourage you, if you do like my channel, if you are enjoying these readings, if you are finding them helpful, let me know in the comments below, okay? It helps me and the YouTube algorithm, like I said, so that my videos are no longer hidden. And again, if you are a subscriber or if you've recently subscribed to the channel, then I ask if you could please check to see if YouTube has unsubscribed you. If they have unsubscribed you, let me know in the comments below, because I need to send them an email, okay? Now, also, quick reminder that also liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and clicking on that notification bell, clicking all. When you click on the notification bell, make sure that you select all so that you are notified each and every time that I post videos for you. Okay, so again, for those of you guys who have heard this message already, thank you for your support. Okay, bear with me. Like I said, there's newcomers that I need to announce this to. So yeah, like, subscribe, share, okay? And thank you all so much for support. I do see here the sign of Sagittarius, could also be the sign of Libra, Taurus, Leo energy, Scorpio as well. Whatever sign it is that you are dealing with or will be dealing with, doesn't have to be these, could be any other sign. At the bottom of the deck, you do have here the Six of Pentacles, okay? So with the Six of Pentacles being here at the bottom of the deck, there's some kind of energy there of, for a group of you, of needing help. Either you need financial assistance, you need financial help, and if you do need it, the help is coming. For those of you guys who are in another group, it could be the fact that somebody here has been asking for your help. You've been helping this person, you've been giving a lot of yourself, that kind of vibe, and you're feeling a little bit breadcrumb, right? You're feeling like, okay, you're giving a lot to this person, you're giving a lot to the situation, and you're not receiving back in return not even half of what you are giving, whether this is love, whether this is career, business, personal matters, family matters, whatever this is, right? Now, for those of you guys who are dealing with something related to a career, it could be related to, say, for example, you've been putting in a lot of work and a lot of effort into your job, your career, your idea, your project, and you're not seeing, the return, okay? Whether people around you are not appreciating you, you're not getting paid what you want to get paid, that kind of thing. And for others of you, there's this kind of energy where, this could be happening in your love situation. If this is a relationship related to love, you could be feeling like you're giving a lot to the situation, attention, love, right? But there is no reciprocity. You feel breadcrumbed. You feel like, okay, this person is just giving just enough to keep the situation going. But you're like, I know that this is not enough. You feel uncomfortable, but you still haven't said anything. Okay. Now, again, this reading could be related to your love life. It could be career, professional life, family life. It could be co-workers, friends, a boss, okay, a partner, business partner. Could be any area of your life, because I'm going to be checking out different positions. You could say, for example, oh, well, in this position, this is happening in my love life. In this other position, that's happening in my career. In this other position, that's happening in my family, personal life, whatever it is, right? Or this entire reading could just be 1, 2 particular areas of your life or more, right? You take it as it resonates, because it is a general reading. So again, take whatever resonates from the reading and leave what does not. Okay, now it could also be vice versa. So, if you feel the need to reverse the roles, then you can go ahead and do so. Now, like I was saying, that feeling of breadcrumb is a possibility as to why you feel like, there's an emotional loss happening here. This emotional loss also has to do with the fact that you are either realizing, something has to change, right? Something has to change, and maybe even though you may not find it easy to distance yourself from that person, that job, the situation, that eventually it's something that you're going to have to do, right? For some, it's already happening. For others, somebody here is about to regret that. Okay, whether them, I feel like it's them, like somebody here who has been breadcrumbing you. Now let's dive into your challenge position. So in your challenge position, you have here the Ace of Pentacles, the Death, as well as the King of Swords. So with these energies being here, I do see here that part of the challenge has to do with something related to an area of your life where there was once stability, but right now there's a lack of stability, whether this is finances, right? Where you're feeling a little bit like you're struggling financially, okay? Like the money is just not there. It's not flowing. You're not getting the money that you want. For others, it could be a commitment. That kind of energy where there's uncommittal behavior or, a breakup. Just the fact that something is no longer set on a firm foundation, okay? Somebody here may also not be offering either they may not be offering you money or they may not be offering you commitment, okay? Or somebody here is not ready for commitment. But even though there's a lack of commitment, there's a lack of stability, this could be career related, love related, family related, whatever area of your life, you still find it challenging to end this. You still find it challenging to accept that this is already an ending, that this needs to end or has already finished. It's ending. It needs to change, because a Death card also represents change and transformation. Something here, in order for it to work, okay, better, in a better way, it has to change. So with change comes something ending and something new beginning, right? And I do see here that part of the challenge has to do with an individual personality type who is already emotionally disconnected, right? Whether this is you or somebody around you, there's an emotional disconnect. Like, okay, either this person is not in it, like their heart's not in it, or your heart's no longer in it. I do see here that there's an energy here of finding it challenging to communicate how somebody feels, right? If this is you, you're not able to communicate how you feel. It's like you're resisting something, okay? But again, there's already a lack of an emotional commitment, an emotional kind of like desire to be there, okay? For others of you guys, there's that energy there of a personality type being a little bit cold-hearted, mentally manipulative, an individual there who is always trying to convince you, but they do it in a very kind of like manipulative, mean-spirited type of way, okay? This could be, again, career, love life, family life, whatever area of your life, could be any other area of your life. You take it as a resonates. Let me know in the comments below. which area of your life this is pertaining to, and what is going on. Now, in the recent past, you also have here the Temperance, the Six of Cups, and the Five of Pentacles. So in the recent past, I do see here that you were very patient with someone. You were very patient, okay? Even though, you know, that person, that situation, that job, that career, that family member, you knew inside of you that you should not have been that patient, right? But you still were. You were very patient around this person. I do see here that the reason why you were patient with them and with the situation, whether this is career related, love related, family, whatever this is because you felt that there was some kind of a connection. You felt like there was some kind of a soulmate union, soulmate connection. For others, I do see that somebody ended up apologizing, right? And it's kind of like, you know, the soulmate union, soulmate connection. Remember, when I say soulmate union and connection, it does not always have to be love or like romantic related. It could be any person. It could be a coworker, a boss, a friend, a family member, you know, an acquaintance. It could be literally anybody. But I do see here that you were very patient with whoever this person was, right? And the reason why was because you were kind of like the bigger person. You kind of like understood that they were still growing, they were still developing, that kind of thing. But then you started feeling like, you know, with the Five of Pentacles, like this person was not really giving you the attention that you wanted, right? You felt ignored, you felt pushed to the side, you felt, for some of you guys, you were spending too much money on them, you know, and to the point where you were struggling financially, okay? For others, this could be somebody's fears, insecurities, right? Trauma from the past that was holding somebody back, whether your own or this person's fear of rejection, fear of abandonment, fear of being left out in the cold. For some of you guys, you had that fear and you didn't want to let this person go. Right? You had a fear there of abandonment related to something that happened to you in the past. And so even though you felt ignored, you felt like you weren't getting what you wanted, you still try to work something out with somebody, okay? Because it's almost as if you were the one that was conscious in the situation, whereas you were like, okay, they're the ones who are not as conscious. And so I feel that there was some kind of an energy there where, you know, either you didn't want to be left alone, you didn't want to feel abandoned. You know, that fear of abandonment can also translate itself as a person always trying to do things to improve the situation, even though you should not have done that. You should have just let it go, right? Because there's this kind of internal fear of, oh my God, what if this person abandons me? What if this person lets me go, right? When in reality, that's exactly what you should have done. You should have let it go. Because I see here that some of you guys were struggling already, either financially or just, you know, just kind of going through cold nights, you know, those energies there where you weren't really happy, but you were still trying to keep something going. So you were very patient here. Let me know in the comments below which area of your life that pertains to and what that was all about. Now, in your present energies, you have the Knight of Wands, the Empress, and the Strength. So right now, I do see that there's a brand new beginning, okay? The Knight of Wands here, there's a lot of enthusiasm. There's some kind of a renewed energy. There's a new energy. Either you will be meeting this person or you've recently met them. It's like an individual here who is full of energy, full of excitement. This person wants to plan this and plan that and go here and go there. It's a very extroverted energy. And I see that there is going to be growth between you and this person. For others of you guys, you are the one who feels excited about your life. You're feeling excited. You're feeling that energy of flow, that energy of, okay, now I'm going to put myself out here, whether it's because of a project, because of a, you know, a new job, a new idea that you have, a new relationship, a new friendship, okay? And there's a potential for growth there with the Empress, but also what the Empress is saying is gentle strength, right? The Empress is the energy of the divine feminine. So I feel that for some of you guys, you know, part of the challenge is reconnecting with yourself again, reconnecting with your heart again, because with the King of Swords here, I see that part of the challenge for you is definitely, reconnecting with that feminine energy. And when I say feminine energy, it doesn't mean for you to be feminine, even if you are male or female, doesn't matter. We all possess both masculine and feminine energies. What that means here with the Empress is, with this person, there's that energy of being more expressive, more caring, more understanding, right? Not cutting yourself off from your emotions, because perhaps at some point you had to learn to do that in order to survive in a relationship, at a job, in a connection, in a family environment. But right now it's asking you to open up your heart, right? I'm seeing here that this new person coming in will be helping you to do that, to open up a little bit more. I'm seeing here that also this divine feminine energy has to do with something that has a potential to grow, but only if you embrace that energy of, being caring, understanding, open with your emotions, open with your expression, that kind of thing. It's gentle strength. It's not letting yourself be walked all over. No, it's a gentle strength, okay? And you also have here this strength, which means that you and this individual are very different to each other. You might be very practical. They might be very extroverted in nature, right? Or vice versa. You guys are very different in the way that you guys behave, in the way that you guys, speak. It could even be in where you guys are from, maybe cultural differences, that kind of thing. Because see here, there's a lion and then there's a woman who is a human, right? And so these two are very different energies, but still they're finding what brings them together. They're finding a way to communicate. They're finding a way to get along, right? And so what this is saying is that with regards to this new person, this new opportunity, whether it's a new job, a new career, a new love offer, a new friendship offer, it's not going to be easy, okay, to step outside of your comfort zone and try to be more expressive. But that's what this energy needs, okay? Because I do see here that woman, she's practicing her gentle strength in order to learn how to communicate with this lion. This lion is a very vulnerable beast, right? It's a very vulnerable animal. And so the lion here, you might be dealing with a situation that, again, you're going to have to be the bigger person, right? See how she's kind of like leaning above the lion. So there could be somebody here who might be very reactive. They might really not know what they want at the moment, but you can come in with that gentle, strength type of energy to help the situation grow and flow. I see that there's, whether this is a job, a career, family, relationship, friend, love, whatever this is, okay? Utilizing your gentle strength is what's going to create harmony and also help something grow and develop. Now, let me know in the comments below what that's all about. Which area of your life is this pertaining to? In the near future, you have the Magician, the Queen of Cups, and the Sun. So in the near future, I do see here that you're going to be manifesting. You're definitely going to, have that energy come in of manifestation, where you're going to be able to manifest only if you connect with your emotions. I feel like a lot of you guys have had to disconnect from your emotions to not feel the pain, right? Emotional loss, to not feel some kind of emotional loss. But again, healing is recommended. Excuse me. Healing is recommended because in the near future, there's going to be an energy there of manifestation that's going to be coming in. So it's going to allow you to step into that energy of manifestation so that you can get everything that you want. I see happy moments coming into your near future. I see happiness, joy, fulfillment coming into your near future. And I also see that you're going to be getting some kind of a surprise. You're going to be getting a message here that perhaps you didn't realize was going to come in. For others of you guys, you've been waiting on this message, and that message is going to put a smile on your face. But reconnect with the energy of, like I said, your heart chakra. For others, you're going to be meeting a brand new person, and this brand new person has has either deeper feelings for you, they do love you, and or it's a brand new person who has a potential to love you. And if this is not love related, it's a person here who has good intentions towards you. It could be a job offer, right? It could be a friend, it could be anybody. But I see that this person has very good intentions. Now, they're not going to be so expressive in the way that they, communicate, but just know that this person has definitely good intentions. And I feel like it's somebody that you're going to manifest in the near future. In the near future, you're literally going to manifest somebody who has good intentions towards you, and that person's going to bring a lot of happy moments into your life. And here with this little kid jumping on this horse, you're going to feel this sense of aliveness. You're going to feel this sense of joy, this sense of, okay, wow, now I'm healing, right? Now I'm transforming my energy. There's a brand new surprise, a brand new opportunity. It's going to make you feel warm, right? It's going to make you feel alive again. And just like a little kid, right? Little kids don't really have to worry about love or responsibilities or money or that kind of vibe. So I feel like this energy coming into your near future, it's going to make you feel free. It's going to make you feel more alive. If right now you feel very tired, very stressed out, in the near future, I see that energy is going to drift away from your direction, okay? But again, remember, if you want to change your circumstances in the near future, you do have to take action, right? The magician doesn't wait for anybody to resolve his problems. The magician creates his own reality. So there's that energy of you stepping into your power, knowing your worth, knowing your value. And you realizing that you have more power and more influence over your life than perhaps you are realizing right now. Perhaps you don't realize it at this particular moment, but soon you will. Now, let's kind of go into who and what is coming towards you. So you have here the Three of Swords, the Five of Cups, as well as the Eight of Cups. So who and what is coming towards you? It's interesting because with this Five of Cups, remember I told you that this is literally the same card, okay? So who and what is coming towards you is going to be an opportunity to heal. An opportunity to finally heal from some kind of heartbreak, some kind of pain. This could have been a third-party situation or could be a third-party situation for some, not for everybody. But you're going to have an opportunity to finally walk away, okay? To finally let go of something that has been disappointing you. And even though it may not be easy, the energy will be present. It's going to be coming in. The energy will be there. There's going to be something that's going to happen that's going to help you kind of disconnect from that pain, that cycle that hasn't been very happy, okay? That energy is, it's kind of calling for you to embrace it in order for you to start healing, okay? So there's going to be an opportunity for you to walk away in order to find healing. Now let's go ahead and jump into your clarifications. So let's first start clarifying your dominant energy. So let's see. Let's clarify emotional loss and the Six of Pentacles. What is this all about? Excuse me. The Nine of Wands, the Star, and the High Priestess. At the bottom here, you have the Two of Pentacles. So this could be Aquarius energy for some. It could also be Pisces energy for others. Doesn't have to be. But look at this. You literally have healing, okay? Well, I've been talking about this healing energy. I see here that you're going to be able to heal. The energy is going to be present there for you to cleanse your energy, renew your energy, do some kind of inner work, some kind of shadow work, and heal. There's going to be a lot of healing energy, definitely, that's going to be happening for you. I see here that also you're going to have an opportunity to finally bring down your walls and to trust again, because that's what healing energy does, right? The healing energy that comes in to allow you to finally open up little by little, open up again, because I do see that for some of you guys, somebody is very defensive. Whether you've been very defensive, it's like you see a new opportunity and you're like, no, you doubt it, right? You think too much about it. You're like, no, that could not possibly be for me. You're pushing away opportunities by putting up a wall, okay? Leaving those walls up, that kind of vibe. And I'm also seeing here that with this High Priestess, there's going to be an opportunity for you to find healing by tuning into your intuition. Some of you guys lost yourself, right, in whatever the situation has been, overworking at work and not being appreciated in a relationship, in a family dynamic, in any other area of your life. But there's going to be a chance for you to heal and to reconnect with that energy of your intuition to guide your way forward. Okay. Now I'm also seeing here with the Two of Pentacles, what this is saying for you is that you might be undecided, right? You might be sitting in indecision as to what you should do based on this, you walking away, right? Remember the walking away type of energy? You might be saying, okay, well, I don't know if it's, good for me to walk away or to stay. Should I work on it a little bit more? Should I not? But you know what to do. Listen to your heart. Once you reconnect with your intuition is going to guide you. It's going to guide your way forward. I'm seeing here that for some, part of this emotional loss is somebody here who you've been dealing with, who has been juggling with two people, two things, two situations. Somebody here who is very undecided, that kind of vibe, okay? And for others of you, you have been purposely, but subconsciously, filling up your schedule with a lot of work. Oh, a lot of things to do. Let's do this. I have to do that. I have to do that, right? Because you don't want to deal with the pain, because you've been avoiding healing, right? A lot of times people tend to do that. They distract themselves. They get things to distract themselves on purpose, to not feel the pain, to not feel the loss, to not feel their feelings and their emotions. And that's unhealthy. It can help a little bit in the beginning, but at some point you're going to have to face the truth. You're going to have to face it, and you're going to have to heal it, because otherwise it's going to come out in some other way in an area of your life. So right now you're being asked to not distract yourself on purpose with other things, with other, maybe with a lot of work, responsibilities, because you're going to burn yourself out. It's a time of reflection. It's a time to reconnect with yourself. It's a time for you to not fear going within. Okay. And for others of you, there's a chance here for you to finally become that star that you've been wanting. Either you're around people who are celebrities, around a person here who is, known by the public, or this could be you. You could be the one who has been denying your stardom. You perhaps are thinking that there's a lot of competition out there. Oh no, what if my ideas are not seen? What if my book that I want to write? What if whatever it is that you want to put out there in the world, you might feel like, oh no, a sense of somebody or something being better than you, and it holds you back, right? It holds you back, your fears, your insecurities, your doubts. But now is a time to heal that, because if you put that idea out there, if you put yourself out there, you can literally become a celebrity. You can literally be known, okay? People around you are going to gravitate towards you. Again, for others, you could be dealing with somebody who is in the celebrity realm, or who knows a lot of people, maybe in the entertainment industry, that kind of vibe. But I do see that if this is you, there is no competition. I also see that somebody here, if somebody here has been ignoring you, has been not valuing you, I do see that once you finally walk away from this person and detach, this person is no longer going to have other options. You're literally going to become their priority. They're going to learn their lesson, and they're going to regret something. Okay? Now let me know in the comments below what that is all about, and let's get one other clarification. Missing piece. See, I told you. Okay, so this says, you are my missing puzzle piece. We were made for each other. If this is work related or career related, once you finally, kind of like draw the line, okay, and say, you know what, enough is enough, or you walk away, or you stop overworking, right? I see here that your boss or your coworkers, somebody here is going to realize that they cannot do this work without you, that you are that missing piece. Whereas right now, because you're doing it all, they're not valuing you. They don't realize what you bring to the table, okay? And this person, situation, They're going to start realizing that, excuse me, that without you, they cannot get this job done. Okay. For others, if this is a love relationship or a family situation, they're realizing, or they will soon realize, that you are the missing puzzle piece, that you guys were made for each other. Okay. Excuse me, I've been reading all day. Okay, so now let's go ahead and get some clarifications for your present energy. So you have the Nine of Cups, the Justice, and the Eight of Swords. I mean, I literally cannot make this stuff up. And the Ten of Swords. So even though there's some kind of a painful ending, right? If this is already happening, or has happened, this painful ending, just know that the worst is now behind you. Because the Ten of Swords is a reminder, hey, the worst is now behind you. It's time for you to now step into a new version of your life. Don't stay in that energy of the past, right? Leave the past behind. Don't bring it into this present moment, because then you'll self-sabotage. So this is telling you that the worst is now behind you. And look at that. You're getting ready to manifest everything that you want with the Nine of Cups and the Justice. Justice will be served. You're literally going to get right now everything that you've ever wanted. Okay? That means that if there has been some kind of injustice, some kind of unfairness, oh, don't you worry, because justice will be served in your favor. You know, justice comes in to balance out the scales of a situation, of a person, okay, a job, career, whatever this is, that has been out of balance. So now with justice here, that means that don't worry about, is this ever going to be put right? Because that is karma's job, not yours. You start, manifesting. You jump into the energy of enjoying the fruits of your labor. Because with the Nine of Cups here, it means that you're going to get what you want. Your wish is fulfilled. Your wish is granted. Something here is going to start growing. Okay. And I'm seeing here that if you have been stuck in victimhood mentality, woe is me. Oh, but this is not working because of this, because of that. It's telling you, you need to face your fears. You need to face the reality of things, right? Some of you guys may have been stuck in a situation, in a relationship, in a job where you keep complaining about the person, about the relationship, about your connection to that, right? Complaining. But what this is saying is the universe is like, hey, well, I'm sending you all these swords, right? All these swords to free yourself from that situation. But why are you not doing it, right? Because it's not easy. It may be a little bit challenging for you to see the truth for what it is. For others, it may be challenging for you to finally take a risk, right? Are you willing to risk it? To take a risk in order to take yourself out of that situation that you already know is uncomfortable for you, right? You can easily grab one of those swords of truth, cut off that blindfold of denial, cut off that rope, and you're liberated. You are free. You're no longer a victim of your circumstances. Because remember, we come into this world as free beings. You are so free that you can choose your own bondage. And so this is something related to a situation where you have put up your walls around, the situation, but the invader is still living within that environment. So there's something here related to, okay, are you finally going to drop your walls and, put yourself outside of that environment, take yourself out of that environment, or do you want to live with the invader that is inside while you still put your walls up, and those walls up are pushing away new opportunities that want to come in, right? Let me know in the comments below how this resonates with you and which area of your life is this pertaining to. Let's get a deeper message. Depressed. So if this is you, you've been depressed and you need to snap out of it, because look at all these beautiful energies ahead, okay? These beautiful energies of growth, of fulfillment, of brand new energy coming in. Okay, this could be a Sagittarius for some. It could be Libra. It could be a Taurus, a Leo. It doesn't have to be. They're all there for you in the present moment. But If you're stuck in depression, in sadness, then again, you're not going to be able to see those opportunities because they're here right now. So feeling guilty for their behavior and unhappy with the outcome. This could also be somebody around you who's already feeling depressed and sad. They're feeling guilty for their behavior with you, and they're unhappy with the outcome. Once you finally draw the line, okay, you distance yourself from that situation, this person's going to be the one who's going to be depressed, right? They're going to feel guilty and unhappy with how things are turning out. And in the extended is where we dive deeper into the situation, into the other person's subconscious thoughts about you, their deeper feelings, emotions for you, their next moves, actions towards you, how this entire situation is all going to develop and turn out for you. And we're going to go ahead and get a final message from source. Okay, so that final message will tie everything up for you. If you want to watch a link to the extended, you can watch that link to the extended down in the description box below. You will find that link. For any personal readings, also, you can find the link to my personal readings down in the description box below. And check out all of your monthly readings, your mid-monthly readings, all of your last week's readings, blessings readings, love readings. You can find all of those links to your sign down in the first comment that I pinned down below as well. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, comment down below. Take very good care of yourselves, and until next time, bye-bye. In the extended reading, I go into the other person's subconsciousness, their deeper thoughts about you, their deeper feelings for you, their next actions, moves, and more. And thank you all so much for all of your positive feedback for the extended reading. I am so glad that you guys are loving the extended reading so much. So again, if you want to check out the link to the extended, the link is down in the description box below. And I have partnered with Psychic Source so that you can receive 10 minutes for only $10 and an additional 3 minutes for free. I'm not the one doing the readings on Psychic Source, but you can choose any psychic of your choice. You can choose to either talk to them online or call them. Make sure to use my special discount code 26489 at checkout. The link to my Psychic Source partnership is down in the description box below. And check out my website at genamoon.com. Click on shop. I do have new jewelry pieces, rings, bracelets, crystals, necklaces, and so much more for both men and women. So check that out at genamoon.com and click on shop, and follow me on Instagram at Gena Moon Official, as I will be posting more on there.